Belinda, your favorite HR professional, goes live every Wednesday at 4 p.m. But today we have a special guest. Today we have Minna. She's going to be in the hot seat today. Happy
Hi.
Wednesday. How are you?
Good. If you have told me it's hot seat, I won't accept the invitation.
you can do it as a hot seat. You can do it. So let me introduce you. Wife, mom, entrepreneur, investor, coach, innkeeper, and software engineer. She is Wonder Minna, mastering the art of balance. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having me here.
And good luck to you on the hot seat. Okay? So these are interview questions. So I'm interviewing you live. My question to you is, and I'm going to start you off easy, how would you define a good boss or a leader?
A good boss is people like me, giving lots of freedom to your team members. That's what I'm always, when I have, I don't have a lot of boss in my whole life. As I mentioned to you, I had one job for many years and I quit to be an entrepreneur. But the boss that I had is all really, really helpful because they give me the freedom. They trust me. They give me they make me become a better person because they give me so much freedom and then let me grow myself and always give me the feedback. I remember the company I worked for is Ericsson, so they have those yearly performance review. They let you set the goals you want to achieve at the beginning of the year, and then they have the middle of the year review and end of the review. So I always get a lot of feedback from my managers through that way, and then also of course consistently through meetings and that. So I think appreciate my contribution, but also give me that opportunity to grow. That's other boss that I like working with, and that's what I'm trying to offer to my team members as well.
Okay. How would you define a good coworker?
A good coworker, doesn't matter whether it's coworker or my husband. I don't like people complaining. So I think you either just complaining about a problem or you become part of solution. So I think people who are willing to look at the problem with you, not to say, hey, that's your problem, I don't want to deal with it, or blame you. So I think people who are willing to look at problems and also be part of the solution, be part of, doesn't matter whether they is their problem or they just kind of supporting you and treat it as even they don't take the credit, they still want to support you and then make you look better. That's the type of coworker I want to work with.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would you define a bad coworker?
A bad coworker is kind of the opposite side. I remember one time when you think about that, I have one example is I think people think that you are putting them down, because when you offer the help and then say, hey, I did remember I offered somebody help and then he felt that I'm putting him down, so he's trying to find ways to call me in public and say, hey, this is not working, your solution is not working.
Right.
So that's the type of person I don't want to work with. I think it's a team. As long as we get the result as a team, does not matter whose solution that is. Is we together made it work, and I don't mind to say, hey, this is together we made it work. It's not I'm saying this is my solution. My solution is the best solution. So I don't like people who kind of always think it should be their solution.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. How would you define your strengths and weaknesses?
My strengths and my weakness. My strength is communication. Um, I and also being, I don't mind saying that, you know, I don't have the answer, or I think you are much better at this than me. Not, you know, not always taking the, you know, saying I present myself as the best. I like that, you know, is, you know, it's teamwork, and is together, you know, healthy competition, but we don't want to be kind of, hey, either you fail, like you, if I succeed, you need to fail. So it's a together, it can be the whole team surviving. So I think my strength is that I don't mind being vulnerable, that saying, you know, I don't know that answer. But if I do know, I will present it. Weakness. Sometimes I can be tough.
Okay.
to when I'm eager to get things done, or have a really good idea. I some, you know, if I get to that exciting mode, it's harder for I my husband can tell when I am open for suggesting or feedback, or the time when I made my mind, that when I describe to him that I only want a yes answer, I don't want to hear any feedback. So I think, you know, that's something I need to watch for, is to when I gather feedback, I need to first of all remind myself to be open, even though I made my mind. Or when I made my mind, also to let other people know is that, hey, I made my mind already.
Right.
I'm just trying to inform you. I'm not here listen to gather feedback. So I think to make that clear to people.
Okay. Would
Yeah.
you, how have you had a good coworker? Have you ever had a good coworker when you were working? That one job you had, did you have a good coworker there?
Yes, I do.
And what made that person a good coworker?
What made them a good coworker?
Yeah.
Um, I think a good. I have one people in my mind that really, not just the work side, but also I remember it's 2013 when I moved from China to the States. So he helped, like we're from the same country, and he helped me a lot with, you know, buying my car. He just, you know, hey, I said, oh, I want to move money from the China to here so I can, you know, pay for the car. And he's like, why do you move money? Why do you lose the money for the exchange? Here's your, like, you can, you know, basically he just lent his cash to me.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, and then I also had at the beginning my credit card only, you know, when you go to a new country, you don't have the credit history. Your my credit card limit is only $200, and my insurance, car insurance, much higher than that. So he just, you know, this is my credit card. You can use it to pay your insurance. So that was really helped, and then also he is very helpful on the, you know, work side as well. If I have any, because he's more experienced, and if I have any problem or questions, he's really willing to help. I think it's just the coworker that's, you know, willing to step, you know, a little extra step to help you out. That is usually, you know, no matter whether it's at work or in your life, is very useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that out of all the people I've asked questions about a good coworker, none of them have had a coworker to help buy them a car or help pay their insurance. So that's good.
That was really helpful. I was shocked. I was like, is people in California all this nice?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, what is one thing your old boss would say positive about you?
What is one thing? I think is the willingness to learn and grow. I remember when I was when I just got to California. I think the first 6 months, my manager the feedback he gave me the feedback. He said, oh, your English is much better right now. And I just the willingness to change how you compose your sentence, because like my English is good in the exam. However, when you talk to people who they're native speaker, the way you compose your sentence is quite different. So he gave me the feedback, and I remember how I did it is that when you go is to go talk to the native speaker and then just hear what they, and then gradually increase your vocabulary. And also a lot of things at work about you have a new skill to learn, or you have a new technology